Hello there, Sully here, the retired taxi actor. Welcome to 3 Chords and the Truth. Hey, I know it's been a while since I put a video up for personal reasons, which I will talk about later in this video. But right now, just take a moment, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and if you're a railroading fan, I think you're going to like what you're about to see. I've been living in this area for almost 3 years, and I swore when I moved here that I was going to take a ride on that train, the Strasburg Railroad. And it's a lovely fall day. So why don't you join me and take a ride on a train pulled by a steam engine, the oldest steam engine railroad in the country. You are aware you're going the wrong way, Neil, don't you? You're aware you're going backwards. Yeah. Yeah, you switch at halfway point in paradise, right?
Whoa, it's going backwards.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
That's going to be a really fun video.
And this is the area where I have to check in. I'm not on this ride. I'm on the 12 noon ride. People getting ready for the 11 a.m. ride. When you do come here, it's advisable that you pre-book your trip. I mean, I booked my trip just this morning. I think there were 2 tickets left on the noon ride, and I was lucky enough to get one of them. So I'm going to let all these people probably checking in for this train, and then I'll come in when this train departs and get my ticket for the noon ride, and then maybe shoot some more video. People waiting to board, and it's almost time to board the 11 o'clock ride. It's just about 13 minutes until 11. When you come here, right across the street is the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. Maybe I'll take a look-see in there. This will tell you about the Strasburg Railroad here. If you don't see enough, can't read it, just pause the video and read the sign. Like I said, I've been wanting to take this ride for some time, but circumstances being what they have been, I just wasn't able to get away. This is my first chance, and I think I owe you an explanation. I moved to Western Chester County in November of 2022. My sister had just bought a house, and the whole process was she was going to have me live there, maybe just so she could keep an eye on me and help me out. You know, because I did have some health issues. I had my kidney stone problems. Well, about 6 months after we moved to the house, and this is the personal issue that I have not been talking about on the channel. My sister was diagnosed with stage 4 endometrial cancer. And basically, it was me taking care of her. At least when she wasn't in the hospital, which was often, but she spent more time at home. We set up a sort of a hospital bed for her. We were able to borrow one from the Lions until her insurance provided one. We set it up in the living room, and it was a constant thing. She was calling me down a lot at night because she was uncomfortable. It was about 6 months after her diagnosis that she developed a growth in her sacral area, which cost her the ability to walk. From then until the end of her life, she was confined to a wheelchair. So that's what happened. My sister passed away last August after a nearly 2.5 year struggle with endometrial cancer. There's some changes coming to my life. I'm still in the house, but likely I'm going to have to sell it. She had made up a will, but she never had a chance to get it notarized. So basically she died intestate, and leaving me as administrator of the estate, pending a court decision in Chester County, of course. But for the past 2 months, it's been a lot of adjustment. Even though her illness, 2.5 years, I was ready for what was inevitable. I mean, when somebody tells you one day, oh, by the way, I have stage 4 cancer, you know what goes through your mind. You know, is it going to be today, tomorrow, next week, next year, 5 years from now? But she was last hospitalized in June of this past year. When she came home, she was getting palliative care, which means, I spoke with her gyno-oncologist, who told me that the tumor she developed, she developed another tumor on her brainstem. And the doctor told me that tumor was inoperable. So basically, without anybody saying it, we all knew that the end was near. And she spent one more spate in the hospital. She came home and she kept saying, well, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I'm going to feel better. I'm going to beat this. And then one day she just went to sleep. She slept for maybe 10 days, never woke up. And on August 24th of this past year, my sister Maggie passed away. Now, I have mentioned in the past that she had written a couple books on Jane Austen, and I intend on doing one of my bio tribute videos about her. The first one that won't be about a musical artist, but rather a writer. So keep an eye out for that. And also, there's some changes coming to the channel. For the time I'm going to be left in the house, I'm going to try to set up the area that I used to call my den, my computer room, whatever. I'm going to try to set that up as a studio and bring some of the old flavor that I had in the channel back in the day. I'm going to reshoot the intro and outro, maybe in an autumnal setting like this. But keep watching for it. As a kid, I loved trains. Maybe as a kid I would have been a natural working for the railroad, but the railroad was kind of dying out when I was growing up in the 60s and 70s, and trucking was where it was at, so I became a truck driver. Anyway, we're about 2 minutes from watching this beauty depart the station. Now, the reason the locomotive is facing backwards is because it goes along the track to Paradise, and then they disconnect the engine and it moves from where it is to the other side of the train, which is the back of this ride, and becomes the front of this ride, and we go from there. Now, I am booked for just a general seat on the train, and I'm going to try to get a ride on one of these open air cars so that I can shoot some good video, because there's a lot of Amish country that we're going to be going through. We are in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, Strasburg, actually the town of Bronx, PA. But we'll see how that goes when I check in for my ticket and see if they'll let me sit on that open air car. I don't know, it doesn't look like a lot of people want to sit on it. That would be the place for me, to tell you the truth. And that's where I am going to sit. black smoke coming out of the smokestack. It burns coal, and the white steam because it's a steam engine. So let's watch this beauty pull out of the station, shall we? Sounds like the air brakes are coming off. There's steam coming out of the engine. I didn't hear the air brakes release. Yeah, that stuff is hot, ladies. Don't stay next to the steam when it's coming out.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about you gonna do all that. I got that. I got you right here. I'm just waiting to see the yeah, I was right there.
Car lounge. They cost a little bit more to ride on those coaches because they do have dinner tours and whiskey tours. I think they have too. And of course, with Christmas coming up, there'll be the obligatory Santa Claus tours. And there she goes off to Paradise, PA, and then back here. And then I'll be ready to get on. So they have more cars sitting on the siding here. They just told me that because I booked a coach ticket, I have to ride on the coach. The open air car is all full. So, you know, at least if I can open a window, I should be okay. They told me to wait by the clock. Yeah, there were some people at the window who didn't make reservations and they were disappointed because they have to wait till 2 o'clock and you can see it's 20 after 11. So, always a good idea if you're going to take this ride to pre-book. Their website is StrasburgRailroad.com. That's the easiest way to do it. A mini railroad here. I guess this is for the kiddies. This is pretty interesting. You know, there's a lot of people waiting here. I wonder how many of these people came from a long distance.
put your Bible right here.
I mean, I only live about a 35-minute drive from Strasburg, and I pre-booked, and I got the penultimate ticket on the 12 o'clock train. There was exactly 2 seats left when I bought my ticket. I don't know how many of these people who've come from maybe miles away, different parts of the country, and they're vacationing in Lancaster and decided to take a lovely full Saturday ride on a steam train, and thought all you have to do is walk up and buy a ticket.
Oh, okay.
Enjoy your ride.
Bottom line, it pays to pre-book. I mean, there's plenty of things to see and do around here, but a lot of these people are going to be waiting until 2 o'clock for their train, and looking at the number of people in line, that 2 o'clock train might get sold out. So, I mean, it is what it is, but it pays to pre-book. And I guess you can see smoke and steam coming from over the maintenance shed, which means the 11 o'clock trip is coming into the station. And we'll get ready to get on board. And we'll be on the 12 o'clock trip. Trip's about 45 minutes.
Red brick, please, on the red bricks.
On the red bricks, see? I guess most of these people, their experience with a train is the Broad Street subway, where anything regarding safety is promptly ignored.
The train is coming.
Red bricks, thank you. On the red bricks.
If it's black, you can't.
And here it comes.
It's left, isn't it?
This looks like the coach I'm going to be riding on. Number 65. It's called Walnut Hollow is the name of it. And this is where we get on. Like really stove, some coal for it. Ah, this is exactly what I need. So I'll get to shoot out this window. Oh, this whole style elegance, even though this is coach. This is where the regular people rode. They didn't go first class. Yes, sir, this is not exactly the Broad Street subway. Oh, wood paneling. Fabric seats. Yeah, even in coach. This is some kind of style where I'd been.
Take up the fewest seats possible. If you cannot find a seat, please find one of our uniformed trainmen and we will do our best to assist you. Now I do have a couple of quick safety reminders before we depart. If you have raised or lowered your window, make sure it is securely fastened with the latch.
So we have 4 people. So
You may not move from car to car.
So we'll be pulling out any minute now. See if I get some nice views of this beautiful Lancaster County countryside in the course of this video. And that sound of the whistle means we're about to depart.
There might be seats right there. Is there a seat right there? She's trying to get the wheel and okay, so we can, okay. They can sit together and you can occupy. Amani, you're missing Khalil. He's sitting right there. Plus, you and I can find what? Do you want to do in person? Yeah. Oh, so fine. Mom's trying to get
Yeah.
Y'all two gonna sit together.
So here we go. We're leaving the 21st century and heading into the 19th century. As I take my very first ride, after more than 69 years on this planet, my very first ride on a steam train. The water tower. Some of the lovely Lancaster County farms out there. Here we go. Any dream I had about finding another seat on here so I can shoot from a different angle? No go. This trip is sold out. Yeah, modern equipment, modern railroad cars, and here's an old car. That's a real old car. Might be a switcher. Box cars and a caboose. Why does this train not have a caboose? Pardon me, the conductor just checked my ticket, just punched my ticket. So here we go. Here we go. Yeah. I never yanked a tank like that. I did fill from them. I don't know. That looks like a snowplow. Looks like a snowplow. Yeah, there's the guts of a. Looks like they're restoring, or maybe attempted to restore those babies and just didn't quite make it. And while we're going by here, I have seen this place on other people's channels. That's actually a motel where all the rooms you stay in are cabooses. Now look at this field, recently harvested by corn, and it looks like they've already planted it in wheat. There's a wheat field over there that's already going. It'll go dormant in the fall and be harvested next July. But look at this. This is the Caboose Motel. These are actually rooms that you can rent. You can rent a caboose to stay in. The Red Caboose Motel, they call it. That is so neat. It looks like donkeys. Meat farm. Looks like, and a well house. Provide.
What's going on?
That's the smoke from the train. We're burning coal here, baby.
Now on our left, we pass the Red Caboose line.
Yes, thanks.
I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the conductor explaining about that Red Caboose Inn, Red Caboose Motel, whatever they call it. And of course, as we go back into the 19th century, of course, we have a Wi-Fi tower. And this looks like a poultry farm. I wonder if it's chickens, turkeys, what? From here, it looks kind of like turkeys. Here's your Thanksgiving bird. Getting ready, fattening up. Some soybeans ready to be harvested.
What is what? I don't know.
Oh, this is Ebonshade Turkey Farm. I've heard of them.
This farm is becoming a very busy place this time of year. Certainly not a good time to be a turkey.
And there's the house.
Look at that one.
Farmhouse,
There was a
barn.
big one of those. It was bigger.
And off in the distance, I don't know if you can see it.
Okay.
That is pretty much the beginning of the Blue Ridge in Pennsylvania. You go up a little further north, up in my old stomping grounds in Schuylkill County, you'll find Blue Mountain up there. Well, that's the Blue Ridge over there. It was pretty much, we're fairly south in Pennsylvania right now.
For anyone curious on the speed of our train, we determined it using a very simple matter. The oldest timetable we found for this line is in the Strasburg Bee newspaper dated August of 1850.
People taking pictures of us, and we're taking pictures of them. Or I am, anyway. I don't know if this is a regular deal, or looks like it's probably a regular deal, but they're probably having a fall festival today. Smile, everybody, you're on YouTube. Oh, smell that barbecue. AstroTurf? No way. No way. Hiya. Oh, that barbecue smells great. Smile, you're on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel and see yourself on YouTube.
The oldest in Lancaster County. Within it is buried Marie Ferry, a French Huguenot who fled France in the very early 1700s to escape English persecution. Her followers eventually made their way here to Lancaster in 1712, and they were given a grant of land for 2 square miles by William Penn himself. It was even named the colony Paradise, a name that sticks to this very day in remembrance in the Amish. Within Lancaster, more than 100,000 of these people reside, all living a quiet, peaceful life of hard work and devoted devotion, just as their forefathers did after arriving from Germany and Switzerland over 300 years ago. Their way of life remains almost exactly the same. There are certainly no automobiles, televisions, or electric lights. These farmers drive a buggy, and there are plenty of big workhorses and helping hands to assist in the labors of farming. In addition to their dairy cows, some of their gardens you see include some corn, wheat, hay, rye, barley, soybeans, alfalfa, and the famous Lancaster County broadleaf tobacco. Now within Lancaster, Yorkport, we have more than a mile away from fruits and veggies. Now, in an effort To protect the farmland you see, the Strasburg Railroad has teamed up with the Lancaster County Farmland Trust. And when any of this land becomes available for preservation, the railroad donates a portion of all proceeds to help preserve this land. So thank you in a roundabout way for helping to protect our community. Lyman Place Junction is next, where the main line of Strasburg meets the main line of Amtrak. And as our tracks curve sharply to the left, they come along across what was once part of the Pennsylvania Railroad's main line from New York to Chicago. This location has much history to itself. It is the original route of the Philadelphia and Columbia Railroad, which was merged into the Pennsyne in 1857. There were originally 4 mainline tracks until 1961, when it was reduced to 2 mainline tracks. Over a dozen trains still pass by, as this is part of the active Keystone corridor, but they don't even slow down. Now, in the earliest days of railroading, trains were pulled by horses, and this was a horse-changing station. To our right, where the buildings now stand, there once stood Henry Lehman's Hotel. Trains would stop here, exchange horses, get some fresh muscle to help pull the cars. Passengers could stop and rest if they wished and continue on their journey.
Now we're looking at Route 30 here, and if this is familiar to looking to some of you people who watch the live cameras on virtual rail fan.
Well, folks, believe it or not, this is Paradise, Pennsylvania. Here you can change for Coatesville, Paoli, Philadelphia, Trenton, Newark, New York, Lancaster, Harrisburg, and many points west if you can run fast enough to catch the Amtrak train. Now we will be stopped here for a few short minutes as we couple the engine to the other end of the train. Locomotive number 90 was built in 1924 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It weighs 180 tons. It is our largest steam engine running here. It carries 15 tons of coal and 9,000 gallons of water.
I'm going to see Nana.
Okay, as I was saying before I was interrupted by the conductor, if this is familiar looking to you, if you ever watch the channel Virtual Rail Fan, they have live cameras all over the country, and one of them is right here in Paradise. And so while I'm filming this, we're being shown on Virtual Rail Fan because I've seen this exchange many times on that channel. I'm starting to wonder if my seatmates think I'm crazy and talking to myself because I'm making this video. Hey, it is what it is. Okay, so the locomotive just changed ends. We're sitting on the main track, and it used a siding disconnected from the end it was on, and now it's pointing going forward. It was going backwards all the way out here to Paradise, and now the engine is on the other end of the train. If you ever want to see it, like I said, go to the Virtual Rail Fan site and go to their live cameras. You can check it out, their Paradise PA camera, and look for it around maybe 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. I'll tell you what time it is. Yeah, it's 12:30 right now. So if you do it at half past the hour, especially on the weekends, you might be able to actually see it.
Get underway, folks. I'll ask you to please take your seats. It's an uphill climb much of the way back to East Strasburg, so sit back, enjoy these sights, sounds, and perhaps even smells of old-time steam railroading aboard the road to Paradise. Next stop, East Strasburg Station.
Okay, and that's where we're going. We're heading back to Strasburg, and I'll just enjoy the ride back, and I'll shoot some more video when I get back. So, I hope you enjoyed this trip with me back to the 19th century. But it's time for me to now get into the 21st century and get busy on editing this video. Like I said, I waited over 69 years to ride on a steam train. Don't wait that long. Take this trip if you can. Or if you have a steam train somewhere near you, take that trip. With 3 quarts and the truth, I'm Sully. the retired tanker yanker. Safe and happy travels.